this economy will stop if black folks stop spending. We will not be the greatest economy in the world were it not for black people.
Yes.
The NBA, the NFL, college football would basically cease to exist or be boring to look at.
Yeah.
And the WNBA as well. If black folks stop. If we stop producing music, the country is still.
Wow.
It's quiet.
Yes.
So anything that America has been built on our backs.
Yeah.
And so to have reparations, or to say reparations is something that we could or could not have, and is it realistic in this next administration, it is what we make it.
Yeah.
I would like to think that those people in those industries, the NBA, NFL, WNBA, and the music industry, if we all could collectively agree on this just one issue and say, we not moving, we ain't singing,
Yeah.
we ain't running, we ain't shooting
Yeah.
until we get ours. Without black folks, this country would be bored and still and tasteless.
But that calls for a whole lot of unity.
It does. It does. And that's been our
We
problem.
can't get all black people to do the electric slide.
That's sad.
All
but true.
people won't agree to pay spades.
That's true.
We can't figure out for Uno whether I can do draw twos back to back. And you now saying to get everybody to do it. Don't forget the Underground Railroad. She had to get a gun to get some people to move.
She did. She did.
How do we get everybody on one page when there are some black people, we're not myopic, who think that Trump is God's choice?
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. We've all, and to your point, you're absolutely right. We've never had unanimity on any issue that we wanted to have done or seen done, from the cotton fields to even integration. You had some folks who wanted to still be on the plantation, right? You had some folks who were fine in segregation. We need enough to make some noise.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I'm asking for. If we can get enough to make some noise, a sizable number. Margaret Mead said it never has taken a majority of people.
Yeah.
Just a small, dedicated few. We believe in Christianity that 12 men changed the world.
Yeah.
Inspired by one man.
Yeah.
Right? So you seen on the walks, I don't need many people. But if you have dedicated individuals from each of those sectors that are willing to put not self first, but we first, right? And to believe in something bigger than themselves. If you are fighting for something that you think you can accomplish by yourself, your fight is too small.
Wow.
That's
great.
Just a fact.
That's great. You moved from Tulsa a year after the centennial.
Yeah.
He was like, all right, the party over. I'm out of here. And you took, and I am so grateful, you took the helm and the leadership and the steering wheel of Empowerment Temple and are driving them to a greater destiny. But once you got there, you didn't just preach. You started walking. Tell me about this walk you do, and then I'm going to tell the people about the walk I know you do.
Can I just pause before I go into what I did in Baltimore and just give this brother to my left a major shout out? You all don't understand. In history, we didn't have social media back then to accurately record. But this brother, son of a pastor, right, was in a very well-established church at Mother Bethel in Baltimore. He, led by God, starts a congregation in a living room.
Yeah.
In a living room about the size of this place.
Yeah.
The brother, if he had stayed, he could have been assigned to any major church on his own. On his own. He's Jamal Bryant. He starts his own church. And it didn't just start. It just mushroomed. It blew up. And because of that, everybody in the city knows Empowerment Temple. Like, the first church I pastored coming into the city, and I didn't have to say, have you heard of?
Right.
You know, and I've been pastoring now for some years. This is the first church I pastored when I came into a city, and everybody already knew of the church, right? And the ministry, I mean, really, Doc, the social justice and the activism was something you already set the blueprint for. The membership was already ready for activism, you know, and that's a tribute to you. So I couldn't have asked for a better start as far as the culture of the church and even the expectation from the community that Empowerment Temple is that church that speaks up on issues.
Some planted, some watered. He gave the increase. Now, let me tell you all this. I'm from Baltimore.
Yes.
Went to Baltimore Public Schools.
Mm-hmm.
Was raised there. My dad pastored there. My grandfather pastored there. I thought I did a decent job.
Great job.
The city newspaper names this Negro one of the most influential people in Maryland, and he ain't even from there. We say it in Baltimore, you a Bama. He's a real Bama. He is a Bama from Alabama.
Tuskegee, by the way.
Tuskegee, Alabama.
That's right.
And to this day, do you even own a pair of Timberlands?
Nope.
I don't even know how he's influential in Baltimore and don't own Timbs, but I digress. You have taken it to a whole nother level. I'm grateful for your legacy. That was a shameless self-promotion. Let's come on back in. You have, how many times now have you walked to D.C.?
Walked to D.C. 26, walked in period 27, because I did one from Selma to Montgomery.
Wow.
That's 54 miles.
I did that walk before.
Yeah, in one day. It was a lot.
I did that walk before, but you walk from Baltimore to Washington, D.C. First, let me ask, why?
Inspired by God to do something to be a witness for reparations, as I did in Tulsa every week at City Hall. I felt led to continue the fight for reparations, but this time not just in Tulsa, I did it for the city of Tulsa and for reparations for Greenwood, but in Baltimore to nationalize it for all of us here in America. And found out on just looking at a map, having a devotional moment with God, and he told me to look at a map, and I saw it, and I saw, map GPS.
Yeah.
That's how I map now.
Yeah.